Mike Tyson, the undisputed baddest man on the planet, has reportedly been offered $700 million to step into the ring for a rematch against YouTube sensation-turned-boxer Jake Paul. Yes, you heard that right. $700 million. The stage? Likely none other than Saudi Arabia, the new epicenter of mega-money sporting events. It's a staggering offer from Saudi Arabia's Turki Al Sheikh for one rematch. Here's the catch. Tyson needs to knock out Paul within 3 minutes. Think he can do it? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Let's dive into why Saudi Arabia is making this fight happen. What's at stake for both Tyson and Paul, and why this potential matchup is a redefining moment in boxing. When the numbers broke, they left jaws on the floor. This isn't just another boxing deal, it's an economic earthquake. To put it in perspective, the largest purses in boxing history pale in comparison. Floyd Mayweather earned $275 million from his 2017 fight against Conor McGregor, and that was considered astronomical. Tyson's offer blows it way out of the water. But where is this absurd amount of money coming from? Enter Saudi Arabia. The oil-rich kingdom is redefining how the world views sports. The Saudi Public Investment Fund, worth over $700 billion, has turned sports into a global marketing tool. From football to golf to boxing, Saudi Arabia is spending big to establish itself as a premier player in the world of international sports. Saudi Arabia's push into global sports is no accident. The Saudi Vision 2030 initiative, spearheaded by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, aims to diversify the country's economy and transform its image on the global stage. And one way to do that? Host unmissable, jaw-dropping events that command worldwide attention. Boxing has already proven to be a gold mine for the kingdom. In 2019, Saudi Arabia hosted the rematch between Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz Jr. They reportedly shelled out $100 million for the privilege. The fight drew millions of viewers and cemented Saudi Arabia as a major player in combat sports. Now, they're ready to take it to the next level with Tyson versus Paul, the rematch. Let's talk about Mike Tyson, a man who needs no introduction. Known for his devastating knockout power and larger-than-life personality, Tyson was a dominant force in the ring during the late 80s and early 90s. But what's compelling the 58-year-old to step back into the spotlight, especially against an opponent like Jake Paul? For starters, money over legacy.
So after such a successful career, what type of legacy would you like to leave behind when it's all said and done?
Well, I don't know. I don't believe in the word legacy. I just think that's another word for ego. Legacy doesn't mean nothing. That's just some word everybody grabbed onto. Someone said that word and everyone grabbed on the word, so now it's used every 5 seconds. It means absolutely nothing to me. I'm just passing through. I'm going to die, and it's going to be over.
While Tyson has enjoyed financial success through ventures like his cannabis empire and popular podcast, Hot Boxin' with Mike Tyson, a $700 million payday is impossible to ignore. Even for someone with Tyson's star power, that's the kind of offer that only comes around once in a lifetime. His first fight with Jake Paul ended in a controversial decision, leaving fans divided on whether Tyson held back for the sake of entertainment. A rematch would give him a chance to put any doubts to rest and remind the world why he's one of the greatest boxers of all time. On the other side of the ring, we have Jake Paul, the polarizing figure who's turned the boxing world on its head. Love him or hate him, Paul has proven he can sell a fight. His foray into boxing has brought massive pay-per-view numbers and attracted a new generation of fans to the sport. But does he have what it takes to face Tyson again? For Jake Paul, this fight is about more than just money, though the payday will undoubtedly be the biggest of his career. It's about legitimacy. Despite his victories over former UFC stars and professional athletes, critics still dismiss Paul as a novelty act. Defeating a legend like Mike Tyson, even an older version of him, would be the ultimate validation, but the risk is enormous. Tyson may be 58, but his power is timeless. One clean punch could send Paul's career, and possibly his consciousness, into a tailspin. Paul thrives on spectacle, but this fight could push him to his physical and psychological limits. Back to Saudi Arabia. Why is the kingdom the frontrunner to host this rematch? The answer lies in its unique ability to make the impossible happen. Unlike other nations that rely on ticket sales and sponsorships to fund events, Saudi Arabia has unmatched financial resources to bankroll blockbuster fights. Here's why Saudi Arabia is good for the money. The Saudi government has the financial firepower to outbid any competitor. Whether it's $100 million or $700 million, the kingdom views these investments as a drop in the ocean compared to their long-term goals. Saudi Arabia has proven it can deliver on the global stage. From the purpose-built arena in Diriyah for Joshua versus Ruiz, to futuristic venues in cities like Riyadh and Jeddah, the kingdom knows how to create a spectacle. This isn't just about hosting a fight, it's about marketing the kingdom as a premier destination for global events. Tyson versus Paul II would generate massive media coverage, bringing Saudi Arabia into the spotlight and aligning perfectly with Vision 2030's goals. A fight of this magnitude isn't just an expense, it's an investment. Here's how Saudi Arabia could recoup its $700 million offer. The first Tyson-Paul fight drew millions of pay-per-view buys, and a rematch could easily surpass that. At $75 or more per buy, the revenue potential is enormous. Major brands would line up to sponsor an event of this scale, adding millions to the pot. The publicity generated by the fight would attract tourism, business partnerships, and future event opportunities, making the investment part of a broader strategy. This fight isn't just about boxing, it's about the cultural shift in how we consume sports. The rise of influencer boxing has blurred the lines between entertainment and athletic competition, attracting new audiences while sparking heated debates among purists. For Mike Tyson, this is an opportunity to show that boxing legends can still deliver. For Jake Paul, it's a chance to prove he belongs in the sport. And for Saudi Arabia, it's the ultimate flex, a statement that says, "We're here and we mean business." As the boxing world holds its breath for official confirmation, the stakes couldn't be higher. A $700 million payday, a clash of generations, and the spotlight of a global stage make this potential rematch one of the most anticipated events in sports history. Will Tyson remind us why he's the most feared man ever to lace up gloves? Or will Jake Paul pull off the unthinkable and cement his place in boxing's evolving landscape? Whatever happens, one thing is certain. If this fight goes down, it will be a spectacle for the ages. Watch how it all began in this next video.